Hey, I'm Jake Panasevich, and I teach yoga for men and for athletes. And today I'm going to offer a short daily routine specifically designed for men. And it's going to help alleviate aches and pain, help to maintain strength and flexibility. And I recommend a daily routine for most men who come to yoga generally more strong than they are flexible, and have some sort of pain in their body, whether it's from an athletic career or from just work or day-to-day life. And so this is a nice way to get started in your day feeling good. And it's accessible for the raw beginner and also nice for someone who's been practicing for quite some time. So enjoy. Start standing at the top of your mat, with your feet hip-width apart and your feet pointing straight forward. Stand tall and bring your hands to touch at your center. Relax your gaze or close your eyes, and it's a way of turning in and connecting to your breath. And throughout your whole practice, use a breathing technique where you breathe deeply in and out through your nose. So begin that now. With your next exhale, relax your arms at your side, blink your eyes open. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, palms forward. And exhale, relax your arms at your side. And once more like that, inhale, root down to reach up and stretch tall. Exhale, bow all the way forward and touch fingertips to the floor in front of your toes. And bend your knees 3 to 4 inches, widen your knees as wide as your feet. And let your feet get heavy. Yeah, bend your knees as much as you need to touch the floor to protect your back. And only as much as you can keep your fingertips on the floor and work your legs straight. And with your inhale, lift halfway up, fingertips to the floor or to shins if you need to stretch your back long. And exhale, bow. And again like that, inhale, lengthen your back halfway up. Angle the gaze slightly forward. Exhale, bow. In this inhale, lift halfway up. Shift weight to your right foot, step your left foot back to a lunge. Frame out your right foot with your hands, come on to fingertips. Bend your right knee to a square, back foot's vertical. Straighten your back leg fully as you inhale, twist. Right arm up. Lengthen your back. Rotate your left ribs towards the ceiling and gaze up if it doesn't hurt the neck. And exhale, lower your right hand down, step forward. And switch sides. Left knee bends to a square over your ankle, back foot's vertical. Your back leg straight, twist open. Hollow the belly, right chest towards the ceiling, deepen your breath. And exhale, lower your left hand down. Step back to a plank, like the top of a push-up. Work your legs straight. Wrists straight across the mat, wrists underneath your shoulders as you exhale. Bend your elbows slightly away from the ribs. And lower all the way down to your mat. Point the feet, clasp the hands behind your back. Inhale, squeeze your legs straight. Lengthen your back as you lift up. Chest up, shoulders lift, legs lift from the inner thighs. And exhale, release. Place your hands flat on the ground next to your ribs. Pointer finger straight forward. Inhale, cobra. Pull your chest forward and up, shoulders back. And exhale, down, dog. It's like an upside down V shape. And make sure wrists are straight across the mat. And I can look at your hands and make sure the entire perimeter of your hands rooted down evenly. Okay, especially that inner edge of hands going to want to pop up. Tack it down. Squeeze your arms straight. Lengthen your back, tilt the hips up. And then bend your knees halfway towards the floor. Widen your knees as wide as your heels. And tilt your hips up till you feel your pelvis lift. And a lengthening in your low back. Only as much as you can keep that lengthening in your low back. Work your legs straight. Okay, so it might take some time, the back rounds, to open the hamstrings. You can do this with bent knees. And to keep that healthy curve in your back. Your arms strong. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. And step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway up, hands to your hips. Keep your upper thighs back as you come to stand. And keep your feet hip width apart. Feet straight forward. Bend your knees deeply. Knees as wide as your feet. Set your upper thighs back, hips back. And reach your arms overhead, palms forward. Exhale, sit heavy, make it your best pose. Keep a little arch in your low back. Inhale, straighten your legs, it's over. And just exhale, relax your arms at your side. And step your right foot way back and take a wide stance, facing the side edge of your mat. A wide stance in yoga is when you reach your arms out to the side, your ankle joints will be right underneath your wrist joints. And just make sure the toes point straight forward, feet are even with one another, and rotate your left toes forward. Bend your left knee deeply for warrior two. You might have to adjust, make sure the left knee is right over your ankle and the left thigh is parallel with the floor. For side angle pose, left forearm to your left thigh, reach your right arm alongside your ear. And just keep the hips square towards the wall in front of you. And lengthen your spine, tilt the gaze up and stretch your right arm straight. Inhale, warrior two, straighten your left leg and reach forward and touch down. Left hand to the outside of your left outer shin. And get as tall as you need to avoid any slouch in the shoulders or back. Legs strong. Lengthen your back, tilt the gaze up if it doesn't hurt your neck. And inhale, keep the legs powerful as you come up to stand. Okay, swivel your left toes in, right toes out. Bend your right knee deeply, warrior two. And side angle pose, right forearm to your right thigh. And reach your left arm alongside your ear. Okay, stamp your left foot heavy, left leg straight. Right knee bends, widen your right knee to the right, tack your right outer hip under and open the chest towards the ceiling. Inhale, warrior two, straighten your right leg, reach forward and touch down. And right hand to the outside of your right outer shin. Okay, the floor to a block. Get as tall as you have to keep your back in a healthy position. Lengthen your back and tilt your gaze up. Inhale, legs powerful as you stand. Swivel both feet in. Okay, so the feet point towards the long edge of the mat. Check out the feet. They like to do all kinds of weird things. Make sure they're pointing straight forward. Okay, and the feet are even with one another as you hinge from the hips and touch. Your fingertips to the floor, underneath your shoulders. Okay, work your legs straight. Lengthen your back. Okay, weight even, both in the heels and the tops of the feet. As the hamstrings open, you can bow and walk your hands closer to your feet. And keep your legs straight as you inhale. Lift halfway up, hands to your hips, and waistline back as you stand. Swivel your left toes forward, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, place your hands, sit back to a plank. Like a plank shape, don't let the hips drop as you lower down, chaturanga. Okay, inhale, cobra, tops of feet down. Pull your chest forward, keep the hands flat. And exhale, down dog. And right knee forward for pigeon. So right knee goes to the right outer edge of the mat. Angle your right shin across the mat. Level your hips and settle in onto forearms. Okay, set your right inner thigh back, right outer hip back. And for twisted thigh stretch, reach your right hand for your left outer edge of your foot. If it's difficult to reach the foot, get up onto your left hand. Okay, if you're an athlete, this could be intense. Okay, if the thighs are tighter, okay, you could either get tall, or if you still can't quite reach the foot, just let it go. And open the chest towards the ceiling, draw your heel towards your outer hip, and drag your back knee forward to lift your left upper thigh towards your heel. Inhale, gently release, step back, and switch sides. Left knee forward for pigeon. And thigh stretch, left hand back for your right foot. It's a hint of a twist, hint of a back bend. As you twist, make sure you keep the weight even on your back thigh, that you don't roll out. Point your back foot, flick your toes against your hand as you draw the heel in. Inhale, release. Step back, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, pyramid pose. Come up to stand. It's about a 3.5 foot stance. Back heel's rooted, left toes angle at a diagonal towards the left upper corner of the room. Just square your hips, legs straight, and fold over your front leg. Either hands on hips, or if you could reach, touch hands on either side of your front foot, and bow. And step forward, and switch sides. Okay, square the hips, lengthen your back, bow over your front straight leg. Hands on either side of your front foot. Tack your right inseam of your leg back to square the hips, left upper thigh back as you bow. Okay, step forward, bow forward. Feel the difference in the first forward fold you did. And then bend your knees, sit and lie back. Okay, feet hip width apart, ankles underneath your knees. And press your feet down, press the backs of your arms down, and lift your hips for bridge pose. Clasp your hands underneath you, walk your shoulders up and underneath you. If the shoulders are stronger, you can hold the edges of your mat. And pump your chest towards your chin, but keep your chin lifted away from your chest. And inhale, release your hips to the mat. And reach your arms out like a T. And stretch your right leg long and flat on the ground. Scoot your hips to the left and twist your left leg across the body. Use your right hand to guide the leg across. Anchor your left shoulder to the floor. And second side, left leg straight. Bend the right knee in, scoot the hips to the right, and twist right leg across the body. And come on back to center. Bend both knees, hold your kneecaps. Bring your knees wide enough so that your thighs cradle your torso. Press the knees up against your hands, back of your head down like bridge. You feel a little curve in your low back. You rock side to side, it should feel sweet on your back. And come up to sit. And take a wide stance with your legs. Okay, legs wide. Make sure your toes point straight up, knees point straight up, hands behind you, and tilt your pelvis up. Lengthen your low back. Okay, only as much as you keep that. Bow forward. And for guys, this might take patience, some time. Okay, so keep the hands behind the back if the knees pop up, or if you feel any strain in the low back. Inhale, bring yourself up, swing your legs together. And hope you enjoyed your practice. This is a good one to do daily. And if you have any questions, or if you'd like more, please visit yogawithjake.com. Thank you, and namaste.